Hello everyone, so I am back for another tutorial video, and today I'm going to show you how to crack open a Barbie body. So if you have a doll that has like a damaged body parts or something like that have been chewed on or something like that, this will allow you to have, like, if you find bodies that have a busted neck but the rest of the doll is perfectly fine, like no chews to the feet or anything like that, the arms are perfectly fine. I mean, this, you could patch that, but for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to sacrifice this body. I did this earlier. Lots of trial and errors, but yeah, this torso was, this doll was discolored. Yeah, so if you find a Barbie at a flea market or something, secondhand, that has a yellowed body, like that's more yellow than the rest of the body, that's sun damage. So yeah, this one doesn't appear to have any sun damage at all. But yeah, that plastic was really brittle because of the sun damage, so just keep that in mind. But I was able to harvest some good parts from that. I harvested some arms, and there's no chew marks. I harvested some legs. So these are really good legs still that can be used. The front part of the torso was just like, that was the neck right there. See, and that's the inside of a Barbie body. So at least one of these twist and turn Barbie bodies, but you're basically just going to need a flathead screwdriver. I have two here. So, and basically what I'm going to do is push her arm out of my way so that I can insert the flathead into the arm socket. And you might have to do a little bit of this motion. Takes a few tries. Now this body is pretty seamless, like, okay, so yeah, once you see an opening, you just insert it in there. And you want to push the flathead in there far enough to where you can try to crack it open. So this one doesn't want to work, but you just keep working at it. Sometimes you might have to go from the front. So I will try to do it at the front portion of the body. Yeah, and it can take a lot of brute force. Depending on how strong your doll is. So I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I'm using my shirt. Ah, there we go. So yeah, you can see that that cracked it open. You stick it in there even more. And I'm basically prying this way, so I'm pushing the tool in this direction, so I'm pushing it that way. Against the arm, instead of, like, because if you push this way, like if you stick it in there and then you push this way, the screwdriver is just going to slide out. So yeah. So since I have that pretty well cracked open, I'm going to take my bigger flathead, push that in there, and then pry even more. Now, some Barbies are a little easier to crack open than this. Ugh. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. Her body literally just completely cracked. Usually I have to go into the other side and pry open everything and go into it. You know, it's a whole lot of work. This one was one of the easier ones, but unfortunately all the little pegs that insert into these holes, they all broke, but let me see. Oh yeah, so I can still use this torso if I want to patch that, so I will save this. And definitely, since the back is not chipped at all, that is completely salvageable. So yeah, I was able to push the body back together, and you can see it still works. But yeah, usually I have to go, like I said, I have to go in this arm, and then I have to move over to this arm, pry some over here, but it just literally came right apart. So yeah. So now I have 2 good arms to use. I do have a candidate over here that I might do a swap on. I did do the method where I dunked her arm, like her chewed hand, in boiling water, and it reshaped a lot. But as you can see, it's still pretty mangled. So this is a Ruffle Fun Barbie. I don't have her original body, but she's an Indonesia head. And this is an Indonesia body, so, and the skin tone matches, so I just used whatever I had available. But these are just all parts that I got from a lot from eBay recently. So that was specifically why I got the lot, was for, there was 2 dolls in the lot that I wanted. There was a clone doll that I have since fixed up. Let me see. Where did she go? She's MIA right now. Oh, there she is. Okay. So yeah, I wanted it for a clone doll that I have since fixed up. So this is the clone doll. I got her a body. She didn't have a body, but this is a clone doll from my childhood. I curled her hair, got her a body and everything like that. So, and these ones are really difficult to find. These were, I think, sold at Dollar General back in the 90s, so. But yeah, I've got another one that has actual Connect-Lawn hair. She will probably get a partial reroute. Yeah, I bought the lot for this doll head. And then there was a Bubbling Mermaid variant that I didn't have. And she was pretty messed up, but here she is. So her facial features and everything were actually stamped on versus the stencil. So if you didn't know, there's 2 different types of ways the factory applies the face paint. So sometimes they will use a stamp that will come down and stamp the face, and then they will use, and then another method is several different stencils they will use, and they will just airbrush all the features on. And that is what my very first Bubbling Mermaid has, so if you can see that. So yeah, on the stencil version, the paint is a little bit more thick and blotchy, but on the stamp version, the eyelashes and all the other features are a little bit more finer and precise. And it just makes the face look a lot different. Even the skin tones are different, so. But yeah, this is another, speaking of cracking a doll open, this was a Bubbling Mermaid I had repaired. Her little hose on the inside of her body that makes the air come out the crown came loose. So if you can see here, I have previously cracked her open to do repairs, and they went okay. So yeah, not every body is going to cooperate though, like this body. Like this down here like cracked all that way, which was really weird. I've never had that happen before. And a piece of the neck chipped, like this piece, but I could always glue that back. Yeah, that's perfectly, yeah, I could glue that back just fine, and I could use this back piece. So, but I can't really use this piece because that front portion is missing. So, but yeah, that's my rambly tutorial on how to crack open a Barbie doll. If you are wanting to harvest perfectly usable good parts. Yeah, this was the arm that this was on the side where I was prying at, and it did kind of mess this up right here a little bit, but you could probably just put it in some boiling water and it might reshape itself. Or, like, since this is a waxy sort of flexible vinyl, you could get a lighter and see like how it's like got this little flap here. Now you could melt that down. So, you know, still a perfectly good arm to use. And just for the heck of it, this is how you put a Barbie back together. If you're going to be reassembling, definitely have some brand new super glue, nothing that's expired. Yeah, see, this body literally still had the ring and everything. So, but yeah, you insert that, and then you close it up. And just like if you wanted to, you didn't have to crack this sort of body open. You could easily just patch that with some acrylic nail, an acrylic nail kit. There's tutorials online on how to do that. You could probably get away with using gel, super glue, and then when everything dries, you just paint over it with acrylics to match the skin tone and all of that. But if you don't feel like that, and you have a another doll that needs parts like this one. Now, unfortunately, this body that I harvested, the arm, like both of these bodies are China bodies. So these are perfectly, these arms actually do match, but they are not Indonesia. They're not Indonesia arms. They are from China. But, you know, sometimes you have to do whatever works, so she might get an arm transplant, I don't know. So we'll see. But anyhow, that's how you do that. So thank you guys for watching. More videos to come. And remember to stay true to you.